Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. If you are a Chelsea supporter, this is getting hot, isn't it? This is getting hot. Now, there's been no content from me in the last couple of days, and a good reason for that was also the fact that there's not really been anything concrete. There's just little rumour here, little rumour there, little rumour here. And it's just, we're kind of waiting. We're just waiting. We knew that the Enzo talks had resumed. We know that there's interest. We'd known that there's conversations. And then you start to hear things like, oh, Rui Costa is not very happy. Rui Costa doesn't want to entertain. Rui Costa this, Rui Costa that. Until today. So I'm going to fill you in with what has happened because it looks like maybe there has been a breakthrough. Maybe. Although, trust me, if we hear the beautiful phrases that we want to hear from people like Fabrizio telling us, here we go, or we get the dagger from David Ornstein, right? Then I will be here first to let you know exactly what I think, right? But up until then, let's analyze the situation. Now, before we get into this, I want to let you know I am back on Twitter, link in the description, and I am on Insta, link in the description. So make sure you are following me on those. Much appreciated. Hit those links in the description now and enjoy. Let's get cracking. Let's get cracking because it's a couple of journalists that are talking. It's people with a little bit of hearsay. Although we know that today, the day before deadline day, there is massive activity between Chelsea and Benfica to get this Enzo Fernandez deal over the line. And I'm going to fill you in because it's not just one little thing. There's a few things that need to be clarified and you guys need to know. So let's get right into it. Starting off with Duncan Castles, who gave us a breakthrough not long ago from the recording of this. Say what? Half an hour ago? Here it is. Benfica and Chelsea set to agree record transfer fee for Enzo Fernandez. €130 million offer compensates Benfica for payment by instalment. Argentina midfielder missed training today as he pressed Lisbon club to reach a compromise deal. So apparently Enzo wants this. He is absolutely dying for this deal to happen, which is great. Absolutely great. But we've got more. It's not just Duncan Castles. I'm going to go through all of it and then let you know what I think. Here it is. Simon Phillips quoting Graham Bailey. Chelsea have agreed a £115 million British record deal with Benfica for Enzo Fernandez. They have agreed to pay more than his £105 million release clause so that Benfica will take payment in installments. This is just, I mean, this is beautiful. If this is actually the case, right? And I got to take this one with a pinch of salt for now because Graham Bailey, all due respect, right? Yes, has got things right in the past, but isn't... I hate the word. I hate the cliches, right? But he's not tier one. So we have to wait. We have to wait. But this is a really, really good sign. Really, really good sign. And there has been other people, even some Portuguese outlets saying this, that Chelsea have agreed to pay more than what the release clause is by an extra 10 million for two reasons. Because apparently that way, without just offering the release clause, we don't have to pay, I think it's 40 million euros in tax. Something to do with tax, which means we get to evade that, which means that overall we still spend less, but Benfica get more. If that makes sense, because Benfica aren't going to get the tax. The authorities are going to get the tax. So for Benfica, they're not really bothered. They're getting more money though, so they're going to say yeah. Also, Benfica want the release clause as a whole. We pay slightly more than they might be tempted to accept in installments because Chelsea want installments and we need to do it in installments because we've got FFP to think about. We can't just give them, here's £105 million, boom, done. We can't do that. On the books, it can't work. It cannot work. FFP, we'd be screwed. So in installments, it helps us. If we pay a little bit more, it means we can get the player. They're happy because of the money that they're getting and they accept installments and we're happy we're not affected with FFP. So hopefully everyone is a winner. And this is why it's gone on for this long, because we need to find a compromise that works for both, you know, that everyone can be happy with and go, yep, we're ready to pursue. One thing that Matisse rightfully put forward was that Chelsea could offer for them to keep Enzo up until the end of the season, just like we did with Malo Gusto at Lyon, because the season's a write-off. What's Enzo going to come in and do now? I mean, yeah, it'd be great to have him. Don't get me wrong, right? Yeah, we might get a Conference League place. But Apart from that, I mean, some people are going to say, yeah, we can still play for the Champions League. True. You lot thinking what I'm thinking as well, that we might go on and win a third? Anyway, look, it's very unlikely. I've got to be realistic. So that's why you got to look at it from that perspective of maybe the season's a write-off. So if it helps the deal, if it helps Enzo becoming a Chelsea player, then cool, let him stay at Benfica up until the end of the season. But if we're able to get him now and Benfica are happy with that, then cool, get him in now. That's how I see it. Let's get into a couple of other bits and pieces, including Fabrizio. But this is from, Gaston Edul, who is a journalist, I think, Portuguese-based? Or, well, Argentine? Something. But in terms of the whole Enzo business, he's been very reliable. So, let's go and hear what he has to say. Owner of Chelsea travelled to Portugal to negotiate with Enzo. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but there's serious chances this can be done in the next hours. And I hate when they say hours. Like, in the next hours, Fabrizio does this all the time. It will be very crucial in the next hours. Like, what does that mean? Does that mean 2 hours, 4 hours, 24 hours, 72 hours, 105 hours? What does that mean? Hours are hours. I need more clarity than that, mate. I need more. Anyway, it seems like there's a good chance of this still happening. Now, Fabrizio has come out this evening to fill us in with his perspective, and it tends to be reliable on his part. So we get to be brought down to earth when we hear Fabrizio, or we get to celebrate in jubilation when it's Fabrizio. So here it is. More on Enzo Fernandez. Understand there's an internal meeting at Benfica right now to make final decision with President Rui Costa involved. Chelsea are waiting after pushing in 2 meetings in the last 24 hours and a €120 million bid, with player side waiting too. The player wants to move. The player's already happy. He wants to move, right? Chelsea want the move. Benfica apparently are quite torn now. It's up to Rui Costa. Rui Costa, please, for the sake of life, right? Accept the deal. all we need Rui Costa to do now is this. Okay. Done. That's it. That's it. The deal's done. The deal's done. At that point, the deal's done. It's done. Get Enzo on a plane, get him to Cobham, get him in blue, take the pictures, put out the statement. Done. Right? Honestly, the fact that the owners have gone out their way, and I'm going to come to the owners towards the end of this video because I need to say something. But this deal is on the brink. Enzo is on the brink. We absolutely need a midfielder of that caliber, of that quality, to come in to this Chelsea team and start running things, please. Please. I can't even begin to comprehend what it might look like if Kante does get fit and does not get injured and builds up some consistency and he's paired alongside Enzo Fernandez. It could be a bit mad in that double pivot. I'm just going to say that now, right? It could be tasty. So we'll wait and see. But this deal is so close. It's so close. And I'm hoping that in the next hours, and for me, hours, I mean in the next 2 hours, right? I'm hoping we get good news. And as I've said at the beginning of this video, if something breaks through, if there is news that it's done and it's happening, I will give you guys another video. I will, or I will try my best, even if it's a bit late. But tonight, I will absolutely get one out. Some point tonight, I will. If not, tomorrow, we wait and see what happens on deadline day. But deadline day, I hate doing things on deadline day because you never know. It can be like a penalty shootout in a final. You know, it's like it could be the greatest thing in the world or you're absolutely heartbroken. At that point, deadline day means you are going to take one of the extremes. And I hate taking the extreme. It's great when it goes your way, but it sucks when it doesn't go your way. So I'm hoping we get business done today. Today. Get him on that plane. They're in Portugal. Get him on a plane and get him in blue. Please, immediately. Now, because this whole thing is happening, we've got some positive news that I feel like has come our way, which should help us. Right? We need to make up the money. Boom. Enter Everton. Everton, by the way, who have announced Sean Dyche, Mr. Brexit football himself. Come on, Mr. 442. Break some legs. Route 1. Header in. 1-0. Thank you very much. Gotta love Sean Dyche. You know? Looks like Everton have come in for an offer for one of our lads. And I have to say, I can't turn this down. Here it is. Everton table £40 million plus £5 million add-ons bid for Gallagher. Look, I'm going to be real with you guys. Chelsea accept immediately? I've seen a few people go, no, we should hold out. Maybe another team's going to come in and offer another 5 or 10 million. We don't need 10 million right now, yeah? I don't know. We are minted. I have to say this, yeah? We are minted. We are tabling 100 and something mad million for Enzo Fernandez after already doing, I don't know how many much million we've spent on the players we've already bought right now. We're on the brink of already passing £1 billion in spending in I don't know what time. We're okay for 10 million or 5 million, right? Accept that money and send it to Benfica immediately. Because if we don't accept this, who's to say another team's actually going to come in and get a deal done for Gallagher before tomorrow? We need an assurance. If we're not going to accept this deal, we need to know that there is another club that want him for more. And then accept immediately. No discussion. Say if Newcastle, which is the rumoured team that could be of interest to Gallagher, if Newcastle came in and we want Gallagher, how much? Look, Everton have offered 45. What are you offering? Right? 50. Accepted. Accept it. Get it moving quick. Get that money. It doesn't even enter the bank account. Mate, send it to Benfica. Yeah, you talk to Sean Dyche or whoever's in charge, Moshiri. You're talking to Moshiri at Everton, right? Who's in charge of Everton? Listen, Mr. Mosh, send that money to Benfica. I'll give you their account, right? Send it to them. It doesn't need to come to me. Send it to them and then you send the rest. Get 45 million or 50 million sent to Benfica and then get another 60 million sent over to Benfica from our own pockets and boom, the books are balanced. Enzo's our player and Gallagher's gone. Everyone's a winner. For Gallagher, I would absolutely accept this. To not take that much for Conor Gallagher right now, it's insane to not accept an offer like that. I'm surprised that Everton have come in with an offer of that magnitude straight away, first bid. I'm a bit shocked. We should absolutely accept. Because let's face it, Enzo comes in, Gallagher leaves. We're fine. We're fine. No disrespect to Gallagher. I actually think he'd go to Everton or to Newcastle and I think he'd do well. Level. In terms of level, and yes, we're 10th in the Premier League right now, but we'll be back. We'll be back. Don't worry, don't worry. I can already see the rival fans going, oh, we can all laugh at Chelsea now, but next season, boy, it's gonna get sticky. They're gonna come at us like a brand new blue Ferrari out of the garage, right? Out of the dealership, straight. There's only got 2 miles on the clock. Yeah, a brand new 2023 blue Ferrari is gonna come flying out of that dealership and it's gonna go running past everybody. Maybe except Arsenal and Man City, I would say. Everyone else and Man United. But everyone else, we are blitzing. We are going to be back next season. So we can take that into consideration. Considering the players we have, the midfielders we have, including the new ones, including people like Chukwuemeka, who's looking good, and the other ones that we're getting into the club, the other players that we've actually brought in, we're going to be fine. We can let Gallagher go. We can absolutely for that much, we can let him go. So that's my honest opinion on it. Let me know if you agree or disagree. And I have to say, with the new owners, Chelsea are debt-free. We can thank Roman Abramovich for that, for clearing everything before he got violently abducted from our football club. And thrown to the wolves. And we were never to see him again, right? We couldn't even say goodbye to him. That's how deep it was. The whole process that went down to find new owners has brought us to this point. And we've got these new guys in, and I have to commend the work they're doing. They are moving ruthlessly to get business done in a way that we've not seen before. The only way that I can even compare is I remember the 2003-4 window and 4-5 window where we'd get players in for fun. Right, we were getting players in for fun under Ranieri and under Mourinho. That time was just mad. It was just, you to Chelsea, you to Chelsea, you to Chelsea, you to Chelsea. And we built a team that lasted for well over 10 years. I've not seen a window like that since. We could talk about the 14-15 window. We can talk about the window where we got Werner, Havertz, Ziyech, Chilwell, etc., which was a great window. But we now look at the quality that we got, which compared to what we thought we were getting, and now the quality that we're getting into this window and the profile of players that we're getting now, this window has been insane. These new owners are moving mad. And I can only say to them a huge thank you because they're not just getting deals done on the telephone. You know, they're not just picking up their iPhones and going, yo, yeah, we're gonna do a deal, blah blah blah, and they're just gonna sort out like that. No, these guys are flying to Turkey, they're flying to Portugal, they're flying to here, they're flying to there, they're everywhere. These guys are everywhere, and they get things done quick, and it's insane. The speed is insane, and that's one of the key things, not just in football, but in business and in anything that you do in terms of your finances. Speed. ASAP. Do things as quick as possible. If not, you will be left behind. These guys are moving at an astronomical speed. So I have to say too, Todd Bowley, Bedad Egbali, and everyone else in charge, and the new guys coming in terms of recruitment and whatnot, they've all done a top job so far. Keep it up, lads. Keep it up, because I can't complain. I can't complain. What they're doing for Chelsea right now is beautiful. At the same time, making sure that none of the finances are interrupted. We're not breaking any laws. We are finding any loophole where we can, and UEFA are changing the rules because of it. And don't worry, it's not going to affect us. It's going to affect everyone, because we'd already get our business done. So we're not the losers. Everyone else is. You can blame UEFA for that if you don't support Chelsea. But there we are. You just got to think smart. We've thought smart. So there it is. That's what I have to say. Keep your eyes on the situation. If there's a breakthrough, if something happens, I will get another video out for you tonight. We'll see what happens tonight. We'll see if there's any breaking news, if Enzo is done. If it's not, we go into tomorrow, we go into deadline day. So we'll see what happens. But there we are. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. Your thoughts on the whole Enzo situation. How do you see it going down? Gallagher, what would you do? And the new owners and the way that they're moving. What words have you got to say about them? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. So much appreciated. Thank you all so much for watching. Maybe see you later. If not, see you tomorrow. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you have enjoyed this. And I will see all of you very soon. Have a good one, people. In a bit. Take care and peace.